Today's video is all about the 5 reasons you'll want to consider to making a move to Marietta, Georgia. So I'll discuss the 5 reasons in depth, and then stick around to the end because I'll give you a couple of bonuses and just a couple of thoughts on additional reasons why you want to consider making a move to Marietta, Georgia, or the surrounding area. Hello friends, and welcome to my Living in Marietta, Georgia channel. If you're new to this channel, it's all about what it's really like to live, eat, sleep, play, and everything in between in Marietta, Georgia and surrounding areas. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Please hit the like button so others can find this video more easily, and hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. My name's Dan Hilsman. I'm a real estate broker. We get so many calls for people moving to Marietta, Georgia and surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. And you can get on a call with me too. So give me a call, send me a text, an email, or skip all that and go straight to the front of the line by scheduling a Zoom call using the calendar link in the description below. However you want to get a hold of me, I've got your back when making a move to Marietta, Georgia and surrounding areas. Step number 1, great educational opportunities. So if you're raising a family here in Marietta, Georgia, we have some great educational opportunities for you and for your children. So everything from the elementary school to the high schools, we have great choices. In the public school system, from elementary school to high school, we have some great choices. I like to look at greatschools.org to get current school ratings. And in that, you can see that in Marietta, Georgia, we have mostly high-rated schools, but we can also sift and sort the neighborhoods that you may want to make a move in or consider by using greatschools.org or other similar sites to rank the schools. Also, I know teachers, and you can reach out to me if you have any questions about that or want to go in deeper or get some information besides just what's not public knowledge on sites like greatschools.org. You can reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you with that. But also we have public school choices that are great. We have a lot of private schools and a lot of private school choices. Charter schools prevalent in Cobb County and Marietta surrounding areas. Also, close to Marietta, we have great university options. So some of the kids that don't go away to school, you can stay here or in Atlanta, just to name a few. We have Georgia State College, Mercer University, Emory, Georgia Tech, and then just outside of Marietta, we have Chattahoochee Tech, as well as Kennesaw State College. So those are some great opportunities. Also, since we are close to Atlanta, there's awesome opportunities for internship. So my son will be doing an intern and on a doctorate degree. He's getting here soon, and there's just lots and lots of choices since Marietta is about 30 minutes from Atlanta. If you can't intern in Marietta, you can probably get an internship really close to Atlanta and in lots and lots of different industries. So tremendous opportunities there, and as well as in education. Also, if you have an athlete or a child that may be able to get some athletic scholarship, Marietta, Georgia is a great area. It's world known in the baseball community, travel baseball community, for having lots of high-level travel baseball for kids, probably starting as little as 9 or so. My son grew up and played travel baseball. I know a lot about that. Softball as well, and just any sport that your son or daughter may excel in. We have opportunities here in Marietta, Georgia, for them to get the coaching training and private lessons and things like that to get them to the next level, that hopefully get some of your money recouped and get them some scholarship money. So awesome opportunity for that. So just anything that you would want, that you're looking for education for a child that's in Marietta or very close to Marietta. So education is a tremendous opportunity there. Number 2, employment opportunities. So in Marietta, there's a tremendous amount of employment opportunities. In Marietta itself, there's a tremendous amount of employment opportunities. And then very close to Marietta, we also have lots and lots of opportunities. So anything from the healthcare with the hospitals and doctor systems that we have close by and in Marietta. And then we have the music industry, we have the film industry, which is close by, restaurant, which is hospitality. Educational system is massive here in Marietta and surrounding areas, and as well as sports and entertainment. The corporate industry is massive here and very close to Marietta. So pretty much any type of occupation that you're looking for, that you're looking to grow or to move up in, there, Marietta, Georgia would be a great opportunity for you there. And as well as for the kids, so there's tremendous opportunity there as well. So, for instance, in the child care, my daughter's making some really good money for her age, being a freshman in college, and opportunities that she has to watch people's kids while they're in school in between some of her classes. So for the kids as well, tremendous opportunities, tons of restaurants, and lots of different opportunities for the parents and for kids for employment in Marietta, Georgia. So let's get to step number 3. Step number 3, so living in Marietta, Georgia and raising a family in Marietta, Georgia, number 3 is fun. I mean, there is a ton of things that you can do with your family in Marietta, Georgia. Pretty much endless things that you can do, and let's look at some of them. So, outdoor and indoor activities. Tremendous amount of indoor and outdoor activities for your kids and for your family. Outdoor concerts are very popular for Marietta and close by. There's great patio restaurants, so to go out to dinner with your family a lot of times. And when it's not winter here, the host person says, hey, would you like to sit indoors or outdoors? Tremendous amount of hiking trails. So don't know how many miles, but just lots of options if you're a hiker or like to go hiking or go out into the woods. Mountains are close by. Have a couple of big lakes, one in Marietta and a couple close by. So that's great for camping, fishing, boating, jet skis, wakeboards. IMAX movie series. So we have lots and lots of different movie theaters, but also IMAX is close by. It's also a golfer's paradise. So here in the South, the weather's great. You can pretty much even golf here in the winter for most days. And lots of golf courses. So if you like to golf, you'll be in the right place here as far as Marietta goes. Baseball for the kids, but also the Atlanta Braves are just a few minutes outside of Marietta, their stadium. Tremendous opportunity for the kids with football, basketball, soccer, hockey, and lacrosse, as well as going as a family to activities to watch those. So we have the pro teams of the Hawks basketball, Falcons football, and Braves baseball. And then we have farm team hockey. Then we also have soccer and lacrosse opportunities for you to either participate in, and some adult sports there as well, or for your kids to participate in. Also cheerleading and softball. So my daughter grew up as a travel cheerleader and competition cheerleader. That's a lot of competition and a lot of opportunities for that for your cheerleaders in your family. Another thing is fine dining. So we have restaurants, so many restaurants, but also some really good fine dining restaurants. So if you like fine dining, Marietta is a great place for you there. Some of the restaurants are standalone, some are in malls, some are close by, and then some are also in our 5-star hotels. And then gardens. We are in the South here, and it's beautiful, easy to have gardens. Then there's gardens nearby that you can take your family and visit to. Callaway Gardens is a famous place that we can go to when there's a lot of blossoms out. So in gardening in yards, really also just driving through the neighborhoods, you'll see a lot of flowers, a lot of blooming trees. It's a lot of fun, a lot of activities. It's beautiful, and I don't think that Marietta will disappoint you if that's something that's important to you. So now let's get to step number 4. Number 4 on my list of great reasons to raise a family in Marietta, Georgia is the churches. So if going to church is important to you, then we have a tremendous amount of opportunity and choices for churches. So we have big churches, we have little churches, we have mega churches, we have churches that have in church and as well as online. We have every denomination that you'd want to look for, non-denominational choices as well. So kind of a joke here in the South, pretty much every corner or near every street corner there's a church. That's not totally true, but it's darn close in some areas. And in Marietta, lots and lots of church choices, and they're close by to most of the major neighborhoods. So wherever you would live in Marietta, Georgia, you will just be a few minutes from a church, and you wouldn't be very far from a specific type of church. So if you're looking for that big church or that small church, whatever church that you'd be looking for, your home in Marietta, Georgia would be close by. So great church choices in Marietta. Now let's look at step number 5. Number 5 on the list is the weather. So stick around at the end after the weather. I'll talk about a couple of bonuses for you. And we have tremendous good weather here in Marietta, Georgia. So in the spring, the weather is great for walks, walking trails, walking in the neighborhood. A lot of the neighborhoods here do have sidewalks. So great for walking, jogging. We have a lot of jogging trails, Kennesaw Mountains nearby. And there's trails up the mountain, down the mountain, around the mountain, near the mountain. So different walking trails. A lot of people too will go to a high school. A lot of times they'll be open for the walking tracks, and the high schools are big with the parking lots. A lot of walking going on there. Also though, if you're not a walker or a jogger, you know, the spring is great for just sitting on the porch or sitting in a rocking chair on the porch. And it's not usually too hot. Also awesome in the mornings and awesome in the evenings, but sometimes in the spring you can sit there in the middle of the day as well. It's great for picnics because the weather is usually nice. Not a lot of rain here, you know, in Marietta, and good for picnics, outdoor dining again. So restaurants for lunch or dinner, a lot of times you have a choice for outdoor dining. Springtime lakes are pretty busy here. Big lakes that are close by with boating and fishing, and parks, so you can go picnic there as the lakes as well. Then also in the spring, the blossoms are beautiful. So a lot of trees, just natural trees, and a lot of flowers planted. But also there's some gardens that you can go to, and spring is great for the blossoms. So now let's get to the summer. So now let's talk about the summers in Marietta, Georgia. The summers are, in the middle of the day, it gets pretty hot here. So we'll be in the high 90s, mid 90s, sometimes low 90s. Nights in the middle of the summer in the 80s, but in the beginning and end of the summer, you know, we're down in the probably high 70s most of the time, just generally speaking. So, yeah, but that's great for outdoor activities. Great for the kids' activities. Great for, you know, the adult activities. Great for cookouts, picnics. You know, most of the neighborhoods here have, or a lot of the neighborhoods here have pools. And so great for community pools, meeting your neighbors out or the kids out at the pool, just spending some time on the water slides and the fountains and drop buckets of water, stuff like that. Outdoor concerts too. So we have outdoor concerts, many of them near Marietta, and that's a great activity for the family in the summertime. Great for family gatherings, and I'm not a big fan of yard work anymore. Been there and done that, but you know, my wife likes piddling around in the yard, so great for planting some flowers and shrubs and just goofing around in the yard. But summertime, as far as the heat goes, you know, in the outdoor restaurants that we'll go eat at, a lot of times that's fine in the evenings. They'll have fans, so it's not too terribly hot. For cookouts, if you're in the shade, you know, it's still not real bad. So it's pretty hot here. I mean, we are near hot Atlanta, so it does get hot, but it's not unbearable hot, and it's not super, super hot. So now let's look at the fall and the winter. The fall here in Marietta, Georgia is amazing. So beautiful. We're close enough to the foothills of the mountains where we have lots and lots of colors and great cool evenings, cool mornings, and the afternoons aren't too hot at all, generally speaking. So really good weather in the spring as well as in the fall. Another neat thing to do in the fall here is you can go 30 minutes, maybe an hour at the most north, and just see some amazing colors. So we have great colors here in the fall, but foothills of the mountains, day trip, just really, really breathtaking type of colors. So also, you know, the fall is great for the walks and the jogs, the hikes, the picnics, the cookouts. Also sitting on your front porch, getting the yard cleaned up a little bit, getting ready for the winter time. Just outdoor activity galore. You can have windows open if that's what you like to do, screen and porch open. Falls is just amazing temperature wise and great for all the kids' activities outdoor and the adult activities as well. So now let's talk about the winter. So winter here is not too bad. If you love the snow, might not be a good fit for you because we're not going to have but maybe once, generally speaking, a year. Sometimes it's a half inch, sometimes it's a quarter inch. Every now and then, every few years, we'll get a few inches of snow. So generally speaking, not much snow at all. Every now and then it might ice over, and but you can get out, you can get to work, you can usually play golf. That's what kind of winters we have here. It'll get down in the teens sometimes, but usually it's more like 20s or 30s. Not super cold, and also sometimes it's pretty good weather just to get out and about in the winter. So now let's talk about the bonuses. So, you know, Marietta is a fun place to live. So there's pretty much anything and everything that you'd want to do here. And then the other bonus really is just the location. Being so close to Atlanta and close to Chattanooga, not super far from the beaches, you know, about a 5-hour ride. Actually, right after this video, I'm hopping the car and driving to Panama City. So kind of excited about that, but not very far at all. And just anything that you'd want to do location-wise is right here since we're, you know, so close to Atlanta. There's never a lack of activity for the family. It's a great place to raise your family. And if you have any questions on that, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. Look forward to talking to you soon, hopefully in the future, and talking about Marietta, Georgia, or surrounding areas. So the bonuses are, it's just a lot of fun here. So anything and everything that you'd want to do in Marietta, you can do. So There's never a lack of things and activities that you can do with your family. Whatever preferences your family have that they would like to do for enjoyment, it's here in Marietta, and if it's not here, it's very close by. So that, and then that has to do also with the location. The location makes it a lot of fun because you can get to downtown Atlanta, you can go up north to the mountains, you can get in the car and be at the beach in 4.5, 5 hours. You can be at a lake, beach nearby, some of the things I mentioned in the video also. But really, the location allows us to do pretty much anything and everything that you'd want to do with your family to have fun. You can do in Marietta, Georgia. So I'm Dan Hilsman. I'm a real estate agent. I love helping families make their move to Marietta, Georgia and surrounding areas. So you can get a hold of me however you want to get a hold of me. I've got your back when making a move to Marietta, Georgia or surrounding areas.